Rich. Hello to the folks at home. Glad to be here at the Pearl Mountain Golf Club. And look, this course looks like something out of your neck of the woods. Stunning mountain vistas off of every tee. Oh my goodness. It's a postcard everywhere you look. I think we're going to
I don't know.
Okay, we're back. We are back with some technical difficulties.
I don't know. Okay, we're back. Oh, we're actually, okay.
We're back. We are back with the Benona Buck Birthday Golf Classic, the first annual, first ever on my 39th birthday. And we're going to play some golf and talk about the world.
Hello.
Rose Clarity here, Ultra Dave, and yours truly, Mr. 39-year-old Benona Buck, the golf pro.
Indeed.
Look at that drive.
Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it.
Playing some golf,
This will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt.
Money. Woo!
Hello, and welcome to the course.
David, how you feeling on this game? Ultra.
Hey, you're not supposed to say names, dude.
It's Ultra David. We've been calling him that. That's his name.
That's true.
I'm quarterback David.
QB Dave.
Back.
Found themselves a chance to keep it rolling.
Are you?
Dave's been having some. Maybe you should change your name to Davier. Because Kanye changed his name to Ye now, like legally.
That is true.
Well, his first and last name, just delete that. Nope, I'm just Ye.
Second shot on the second.
Yep. Change your name to Davier. It sounds French. D-A?
It's a brave one. Driver off the deck.
Dopier.
Trying to get over on his freaking mom and grandma.
What are you talking about?
They know.
Getting
What are
ready
you
to play
talking
their
about?
Kanye.
His
His mom and
his mom died.
Oh, yeah. What about his grandma?
I don't know.
Well,
I know it was a big thing that his mom died from
Great shot.
anesthetic, yeah, during surgery.
after his family?
Yes.
What? No, I was used to be a crazy fuck.
No.
Well, nicely done. Holds the putt.
Yeah, that was around the time he started to publicly seem a bit off.
You know, the funny thing is, there's a shitload of shit I don't know. I can't tell you what I don't know. Because I don't know what I don't know.
Here we are at the third.
Okay.
The tee is yours.
That's acceptable.
This hole is so important at this critical time. Go for it, lay it back. How much do you trust your swing?
Aha. Oh, so what are we going to do tonight? Play some golf?
Play some golf. Celebrate. Another year on the earth. I didn't think I'd make it to 39, but here we are.
Next year you've got another one. You're going to be 40.
Yeah, but I mean, today I'm 39.
Are we sure you're not 40 yet and you're not lying?
I don't think I can hit it there.
What was that? Moving to the rock
That was called Jack.
Yeah.
Yep.
5 wins so
And
far this season.
one of the other actors in that movie was a young Journey
Oh, that
Smollett.
was a bad. Damn.
This would be a momentum saver
Jesse
here, getting
Smollett's
this up and down.
sister, Journey, was in that movie Jack with Robin Williams.
Big power saver coming up for this fella.
She's also in that Harley Quinn and the whatchamacallit, Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
Robin Williams.
Currently a couple under for the round.
So it's been a long time since you've been on here, Rose Clarity. Talk about
Yeah.
what you've been doing with your T-shirts, the new obsession.
Is yours. Here we are at
Oh,
the
I'm
fourth hole.
making T-shirts.
Yeah, explain, elaborate.
I don't know where to begin with that.
Just needs this one to kick right.
How did you
I'm
get?
making tie-dye T-shirts.
How'd you get started? How did this all begin?
Get yourself an opportunity.
He's already made a few birdies
I
today.
decided
And
that
this
I
is
was
another
bored
good
with
look.
the lack of color and in the clothes I was wearing because when I go shopping, a lot of times the clothes that are in
Get in the hole.
my size, like,
That will drop in for birdie.
will only be like black
Move to 3
or
under
brown or gray or dark blue.
Yeah.
Still in the
Navy,
lead now
you know.
after that hole.
So
You've mostly, I've known you mostly to wear black.
We have a par 5
Yeah.
on this one.
but that's mainly because that just
That's all that's
assures-
available.
Yeah, and it assures that everything is gonna match too. So
That was absolutely murder.
Professor Bam mostly wears black too. I've got her wearing a lot more colors, but if it was up to her, it would all be black. But her closet's full of colorful
she,
dresses.
I noticed when we took that trip to get a certain person from the airport, she had some really cool Barbie jogger sweatpants.
Yeah, those are from me.
Those are neat.
Opting for the 3-wood.
Those are really neat.
Whoa! Overshot that.
Sitting at -3. Currently in the lead.
You bet.
Let's see if we can putt out of this. This is not advised. You shouldn't be putting here, but I'm going to try.
So, yeah, not only am I tie-dyeing T-shirts, I'm also painting with fabric paint on T-shirts and making them more colorful and interesting.
That wasn't
I went to
even
Walmart
close.
the other day, and I wore this. That's the thing is, like, I am wearing things to be ridiculous on some level, you know? But I just knew I looked like a fucking kindergarten teacher or something.
I blew
So I
that.
was wearing this tie-dye jumper dress
Yeah.
with, I had a neon t-shirt underneath it. And I really looked like I was, you know, some 90s kindergarten teacher. You know? You know how they dress in the fun clothes for the kids?
Mm-hmm.
He just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field.
Mm-hmm.
Up the hole.
There we go. I came back. Man,
This well from this distance
Woo!
is a huge confidence booster.
that was nice putting.
Leading by a couple after that hole.
Yep, so I've been doing all sorts of things, and I'm kind of aiming for... Because I wear sweatpants a lot, because I gave up on jeans a couple of years ago. I don't even see the point in wearing something that uncomfortable anymore.
Mm-hmm.
This looks to be
So I
heading
wear,
for the
like,
cuts.
sweatpants or, like, cotton pants often.
Mhm.
So I was trying to think about when sweatpants were actually somewhat cool and in fashion, and that was in the 80s and late 90s. So,
Going with the hybrid.
yeah, there's a big athletic wear trend at that time. So, I mean, yeah,
That's right out of the copybooks.
kind of going for the 80s and early 90s thing with bright colors and patterns and geometric shapes. And I'm having fun with it.
How many shirts have you made so far? What would you say? 30, 40?
Oh, shirts? Not 30 or 40. I could probably count them.
Yeah, go ahead, count
1, 4, 5, 6, 7 for David, 8, 9, counting the one I gave, probably 9, maybe 10.
I like to attack it. What do they like to do?
I'm also working on painting a pair of sweatpants.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. Can you tie-dye some sweatpants? I'm going to go straight over the tree.
You can tie-dye sweatpants, but the thing is, I don't know. You'd have to get some light-colored or white sweatpants. I've been wondering if I could bleach them out and tie-dye them that way. But these days, it's really easy to get tie-dyed sweatpants, even at like Walmart.
Coming off a hat-trick of birdies. That's great momentum.
Have you thought about selling these wares?
Vaguely.
You should do the Let's Go Brandon theme that everyone's into right now on the internet. And just make a ton of Let's Go Brandon stuff, put it up on the internet. There's got to be some free ways to list stuff. And if you don't know how to ship and do all that stuff, I'll help you if you get the sale. Put it up $100, someone will buy it. Because those shirts you make are super cool.
Well, the thing is, I'm basically making them for me. I'm making them to expand my ability to wear colors. And have clothes that I want to wear. I'm actually getting kind of tired of this at this point, so I don't know. As far as making them for other people, I've made you a couple. I've made Davi a couple. I've made Bomb a couple. But outside of that, I don't know. Yeah. Maybe someday. Also, the process is a little different than what's normal, so I'm not doing it the typical way. I found a hack.
Oh, what's the hack?
Tie-dye.
Talk about that. How did you hack it? What's the normal way, and how did you hack it?
Well, the normal way is to get this dye that you have. You have to let the dye sit for 24 hours before you can wash it out, and the shirt is finished. Also, there's a process you have to soak it in soda ash and all this other stuff.
Where do you get all this stuff? Soda ash. That's the regular way?
Yeah, that's the regular way. Oh, you can get kits at Walmart. Otherwise, you're ordering your materials off the internet. And it's a longer process, and there's a lot of ways you could mess it up. And your T-shirts that you're dyeing have to be majority cotton, like 60% cotton at least, and it's getting harder and harder to find T-shirts that are 60% cotton because they're mostly polyester these days or some other kind of synthetic material. But the method I'm using,
yeah, your hack. This is your tie-dye hack.
It's not really all that special. Just watering down acrylic paint.
Okay, and how is that different from tie-dye? Your acrylic paint method.
If you don't water it down enough, you'll end up with a stiffer shirt. Also, with the acrylic, all you really have to do is you tie it up, but you can either dampen it or not dampen it. If you dampen it, you're going to cover more area on the shirt with the color. If you don't dampen it, you're going to have more of the original color of the shirt on your, you know. And same with tie-dye, there's a lot of different ways you can fold it, twist it, tie it up, different ways, you know. And you can do all those with the fabric paint way. I'm doing acrylic paint. Oh, you can use acrylic paint or fabric paint interchangeably when it's just the tie-dye, but you need to water it down so that it's like almost like water, but you want enough paint in there so that it actually keeps pigment on the shirt. You don't want it so light that it's pastel. And then you just tie it up, you put your color on it, and you make sure it's in there good, and then you basically untie it and lay it flat for a while, or if it's not that wet, you can even just hang it up. If it's too wet, you don't want to hang it up because it'll all run, you know? You want to lay it flat if it's too wet. And you let it dry, and then once it dries, you give it a day or so to actually cure, because paint needs time to cure. You don't want to wash it in the first 24 hours or anything like that. Give it a couple days, and once it's, you know, first it takes probably 8 or 9 hours to dry, and then once it's dry, give it 24 hours. And then you can wash it, and the first time you wash it, you got to do it in the sink.
Why don't other people use this method? Why do they do the harder method for the tie-dye? Why don't they use acrylic paint? What's the downside to using acrylic paint versus the regular method is like a watercolor, right? Or like, what's the difference in paint?
Not exactly watercolor, but it actually is a dye. It dyes the fabric you're dyeing very intensely. It's almost a chemical process where it actually changes the fibers. Whereas what I'm doing is just you're getting paint into the shirt. And I started thinking about it because I also paint a lot, and there were instances where I had my paint water and I'd spilled it on shirts, and I know for a fact it stains them. It doesn't wash out. If your water is thick enough with paint, it'll never wash out. You'll always have that stain on the shirt, right? So it is permanent. But if a downside to it is if you mix your paint and water too thickly, it'll be really stiff. You know? Like, just really stiff. And most of them, if you want bright colors, are going to be slightly stiff, but it's not going to be significant, you know?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Why don't companies do it this way? Why aren't they using acrylic paint? Is it more expensive?
I don't know if it's more or less expensive. Well, at Walmart, a pack of 3 colors for tie-dye is like $16. Okay. I don't know if it's. I know you can get the individual ones for like maybe $2. One color tie-dye kits for $2 or $3.
Just regular tie-dye.
But that's one color. Yeah, this is regular tie-dye. Whereas you can go buy a bottle of acrylic paint in a lot of cases for under $1. Actually, you can go to Dollar Tree and buy a couple different colors for $1 each.
And why are, again, I'm going to go back to this. Why do they do it the regular way if acrylic is so much cheaper? Is it bad for you? What's the issue with acrylic? Why isn't it done that way?
Acrylic is non-toxic, so it's not exactly bad for you. The stiffness, I think, is their main issue. Plus, they say it's not as color fast as the dye, as in, like, supposedly it could fade over time. I don't know. I've never had any paint that I got into my clothes fade over time. That's the truth. Or maybe it could wash out over time because it's not fully dyed into. But I mean, how many washes is that going to take? Because I've had a pajama shirt for years, and I spilled paint on it years ago, and it's still there. You know.
What's the strategy? What's going on?
Well, not paint. I spilled paint that I'd washed my brushes out with. Not paint, water that I'd washed my brushes out with. You know, just spilled it on the front of my shirt, and it's a big stain. Doesn't go away. Stays the same color, you know? Which, unfortunately, was like a muddy gray. Muddy greenish gray.
Well, that's a handy shot.
when we painted the house in Michigan, I got all that light blue paint on my shorts. I've washed those 100 times. It doesn't come off.
Right. What you use on your house is not exactly acrylic. It's latex, right?
Yeah, it doesn't come off.
Latex and acrylic are actually similar enough that you can probably use them interchangeably. As far as what I'm doing to clothes, yeah.
Great, I can just take that house paint and slam it all over my clothes.
You would want to water it down a lot so that it's like water.
No, not colorful enough. I need it so colorful. I know, because I got it all over my clothes when I was painting, and it's all over the... I think they look very artistic. I wear them. I didn't mean for it to happen, but it did.
That would be the thing to do if you get paint on your clothes, honestly. Just put more on them, you know?
Yep.
Put more paint on them and then go hang them up.
It was intentional.
Yeah.
This would be a great up and down
shot.
But generally, the latex paint isn't the paint you really want to use. I don't know about the level of toxicity. I do know that the acrylic paint it's used for crafting or painting, is non-toxic. Yeah, so you just twist it up and rubber band it, and like I said, you either wet it first or you don't wet it. If you want less paint to show up on your shirt, don't wet it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Or you wet it and wring it out as much as possible. You don't want extra water in your shirt at all. Most people spin it out in a washer, but I don't have a washer. I just wring it out as best as I can. Or instead of wetting it like in a sink, I'll take a sponge and just pat the whole thing with a sponge so it's only lightly wet.
Mm-hmm.
If you're doing tie-dye to cover up stains, it's the most important thing to do is wet that stain. You want to make sure your stained area is wet, and wet it in a few other places so it kind of looks a little bit more random and uneven.
Do you wet it and forget it?
No, you wet it. You want it damp, and then you tie it up. You do your twist, or you do your folds, or you do whatever you're going to do, and you tie it up with rubber bands or string or whatever you're tying it with. And then you mix your colors, or you already have your colors mixed, or whatever you want to do. But you want them to be liquidy. You don't want them to be thick like pudding-like paint. You want it to be able to run through the fabric really well. Because if you just put paint on your fabric, it's not going to sink in. You want it to be runny enough to sink into the fabric, you know?
Gotcha.
And also runny enough that it's not going to make the fabric quite as thick, quite as stiff when it dries. Because if you put it on too thick, you're going to have chunks of your shirt that feel plasticky. But yeah, and then as soon as you're done putting your stuff down, that you can just untie it right there. Usually with normal tie-dye, you have to untie no, you don't untie. You have to leave it sit tied up for hours. Like some kits are like 8 hours, 9 hours. Other kits are like 24 hours. So you don't even, you know, you have to wait to untie it. But and that's also depending on how dark you want your colors. Now, if you want your colors light with regular tie-dye, you only leave it for a little while. And you'll end up with a pastel tie-dye. But with paint, you're basically just, it's the color it's going to be right when you put the paint on it. You know? There are other people, and I'm not going to do this because I don't like the way it turns out, because there's not enough color to it. There are other people, you can go find these videos on YouTube, who will do spray paint tie-dyes, where they'll just twist their shirt up and spray paint directly on the shirt.
Well, every week There's a certain bunch of players that everyone keeps an eye on.
Like exactly the spray paint you're thinking of, not any special spray paint.
Strong favourites to win, don't you think, Rich?
Luke, absolutely. Week in and
But
week out,
I
this
would
player
imagine that
has
would make the
consistently
fabric
performed at the
incredibly
highest
stiff
level.
and possibly
You've got to believe
uncomfortable.
he's a lot of people's favorites to win
So
this
it's just a
tournament.
balance of finding the right viscosity for the paint water so that it's not going to be too thick.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Still in the lead now after that hole.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang
And you want it to be
on?
in the material. You don't want it floating on top. You don't want chunks. You want it to be firmly in the material. That way you're not going to worry about, like, if you were using fabric paint, or if you've ever had those shirts with the decals on them that crack over time, get all crumbly and old and whatnot, start to peel off. Fabric paint does that over time. If it's not deeply in the fibers of the fabric. But as long as it's deep in the fabric, it's not going to, you know.
Always love these
Like I said, you don't want chunks. Chunks will peel off over time, you know.
Chunky peel.
Another piece of advice if somebody's listening. I don't know who we have listening anymore. We haven't done
Nobody.
this in forever.
Nobody listening.
But we're going out there, so
Yeah.
Back-to-back birdies.
we're putting it out there. So I'm just going to say if anybody does want to try it, inside out is the best way to do it, so that if you do get chunks or whatever, they're on the inside of the shirt, not the outside.
Good advice.
You know.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yep.
And now this player tees off their final hole of the event with the lead.
And on the other wardrobe and clothing things, the other thing I've been looking into is those 80s and 90s athletic pants that you used to get.
Mm-hmm.
Because they look comfortable as all hell, and so many different patterns and colors.
Playing from around 210 yards.
And also a denim option that isn't truly denim. I don't, the thing is I don't wear jeans, but sometimes I like the look of them, and I actually miss denim a little bit. And I've been trying to figure out a way where I could find something that's similar to denim, because sweatpants and stretch pants and all that stuff, those jeggings never look anywhere near denim, you know? Those are stupid. I don't like them.
Well, that's beautifully judged.
Of course, I don't do leggings. I don't like tight. I like loose.
Yeah.
Win the event.
I like loose. I've got sensory issues with tight clothes. So I'm just trying to find ways to wear looser clothes, but also colors and somewhat put together fashion, but not necessarily, because I don't care if I look absolutely ridiculous. You know, looking like I'm dressed like a clown, in my opinion, is better than looking like I just rolled out of bed and threw on the first thing I found.
Like a homeless person. Yeah.
In gray and brown and black and blue. Honestly, those colors just don't have, you know, they almost always look like I've thrown on some pajamas, you know?
That'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Bean, I'm Luke Elving.
Yep.
Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company.
When in reality, my decision to wear more colors has me looking at actual pajama pants in the store like I'm going to wear those as pants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, I'm glad you found some clothing.
Yeah.
Truly.
Well, I found some and I made some.
Yep, you found some
And I'm
clothing.
just working on my wardrobe and clothes. I watch a lot of thrifting videos too, like people who go to the thrift stores and buy things.
Mm-hmm. And there's not a lot of people when you say that to anyone else, they just say, uh-huh, and I say to you, that's interesting. This is what I said to you the other day. Whenever I hear the word thrift or thrifting, I think about that time that I hung out with Macklemore at the Los Angeles Lakers game, watching Kobe Bryant sitting in the third row. And I sat right next to Macklemore, right when he was big time with that song, Thrift Shop. You know that song? Let's see if I can get the Amazon device to play it. Alexa, play Thrift Shop by Macklemore.
Thrift Shop isn't included with Prime. It's available with Amazon Music.
It's not available.
Plan, which lets you play over 70 million songs.
Alexa, stop. I'm not doing that. I already bought it for the whole summer.
Here's a station for you based on the song
She's going to play something.
Macklemore, Ryan Lewis, featuring Wands on Amazon Music.
Yeah. I don't even know this song, but it sounds good though. Alexa, stop. I don't want it. I don't want to hear it. Professor Bam's sleeping upstairs. I'm down here playing this crazy music.
Now, I was going to give a shout out to some YouTubers.
Oh, go ahead.
Haley's Thrift Hall and Nikki Terry Style.
That's where you're learning about thrifting?
Yeah. Yep. I just like to look at the clothes now, and those are people who tend to choose a lot of brighter colors.
Mm-hmm.
Haley's Thrift, what did I say it was called? Haley's Thrift Hall?
I like it because these clothes are all the clothes that I've been wearing my whole life. So now it feels good. To me, it feels like my family's all trying to dress like me now. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel like we can all be one of the same. We're in the same clique. We're in the crazy, wild clique. Weird colors, the gay flag. Now that Superman's gay, I can wear a gay Superman logo. I'm so excited. I can match my gay Superman shirt with my gay Crocs and my rainbow shorts. It's very exciting.
Yeah, as far as things go, I mean, there are styles. Like I told you when we weren't on the live chat thing. As far as style goes, there's all sorts of bubbles now.
Yeah.
There's not any one main style. There are things that do come and go, you know.
Come and go. Come and go. Yes. Come and go.
For the most part, fashion is whatever anybody wants to wear anymore.
Yeah.
You know? There's no specific rules of fashion anymore. You know, any way you want to dress, there's always somewhere you can look up and find other people who want to dress that way.
I just think, you know, to me, it's good for you. It makes me happy that you found something to focus your energy on. It seems like a positive thing. It's not a David Bowie, Michael Jackson. There's always this
How
thing.
are any of things not positive?
No, I'm not saying it's not positive. I'm saying that it's something where you're like making a shift in the way that you're living.
You mean productive, where I'm getting something out of it?
Productive, yeah, where you're not like up all night killing yourself for literally nothing. Nothing at all.
Oh, you think I'm not up all night killing myself?
Well, you might, but you're doing that and you're getting something from it. Productive is the right word.
I suppose. I do stay up all night working on these things, yeah.
But I'm very interested to see how the players deal with this property today.
What's Ultra saying?
From about 140 yards here.
Alter just blew my mind with the weird stuff.
Choosing the 9-iron here.
It's like when you sleep in the day.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
The sun recharges you, gets you better.
Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse.
I was just joking with you. It's Buck's birthday.
Give me another coat. And I was like,
Ah! I didn't know that. I thought you'd...
I already had a whole...
Ultra had more than he wanted to drink, and now he's... Yeah. do. I just unplugged my things.
What I said was
It's on a great line.
Okay.
A well holed. He'll take the birdie.
Always a
Anyway.
good feeling to have early in
What
the
he said was not true anyway, he
Getting
said.
off to a great start at this event.
What did he say?
Making birdie in the first always puts you in a
Some
good
stuff
frame of
about
mind.
if you sleep during the day, the sun gets to you better or something.
Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4.
Nice birdie in the last hole for a change.
I don't know.
First one of the day. They needed it
I don't
desperately.
understand.
Now, next hole, looking for more.
Anyway, also,
Yeah,
I like the
Paulie looking
vaporwave
shot this one.
music.
That should find the short stuff.
Mm-hmm.
so I've been kind of incorporating a little vaporwave stuff into my stuff too. Just
Time for the second
interesting
shot. Here on the
things.
second hole.
The thing is, I'm not just going with vaporwave though. I'm going with specifically 80s, 90s stuff like it was, not like it's been vaporwave, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
Because if you go and you look for like vaporwave clothing,
Made birdie on the last.
it's
Looking for a second in a row here.
it's somehow more of a current pop art thing where it's today's twist on it, you know? Or I almost want to look more like stuff that was around back then, you know?
Back-to-back birdies never hurt, Rich.
I liked the wrestling one that you played.
Currently a couple under for the event.
It was all the 80s wrestlers. It was all the 80s wrestlers like come out music or whatever it's called. Their intro.
Yeah, I believe that was Black Limousine.
And coming
Hold
off
on,
the
let
birdie,
me look it up.
Share that link in the comments.
Black Limousine. I think. No, I'm wrong.
Opting for the hybrid, I think.
No, it's just Limousine, not Black Limousine.
Take notes.
Limousine
folks.
is the vaporwave artist, and the album is called Wrestling Wave.
Take a look.
This one's online. Ooh.
And I will share that in the comments.
Say, putting
Great.
this
Or
way
in
for
the
this
chat.
distance is a huge
In the chat.
I don't think there's anybody with us tonight.
Nicely played.
No one's going to be with us anymore. That's okay. We went from the millions in attendance and the billions watching around the world. Now we're not doing any of that
Here we
anymore.
have a par 5.
Now it's just back to us again. We'll just hang out and chat, and our chats will be saved for you and I.
Ah, I see.
We'll just be a little careful.
Say if you're drunk.
person.
Down Broadway.
Drunk Dave. What kind of whiskey you drinking over there, Ultra?
Currently tied for first place.
Fucking Canadian shit.
No, you're drinking Seagram.
Europe's Canadian.
Is it Seagram's Canadian? Let me go look. Seagram's VO Canadian, yep. Don't know what VO means.
That's just fucking.
Let's give it a whiff. Oh!
Setting up here.
Smells like
coming off a
whiskey.
run of birdies.
I don't like
Good
whiskey.
start to the day. Let's hope they can keep
Oh, I'm sure it tastes like whiskey. I mean, you're like, that's why I like it.
Shows in the pitching range here. There's the city heading
It's in the
to
hole. It's in the hole.
Oh,
Oh, so close. It was almost in the hole.
Well, that's well played and a great birdie opportunity.
Let's go, Brandon!
Let's go, Brandon.
Nice one. Fourth birdie of the day. And that will take him to 4 under.
Who knew I would really enjoy? You know what? The games that make me calm. This golf game I really love.
Yeah.
My snowboarding game. I can't wait to get back to that this winter.
Yeah,
The games that are not good for me are those Neo games. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, these
Those are
games don't
causing
make
me
you sick.
immense stress. My hands didn't work from button mashing. Frickin' man. I am not doing that
Right.
again. They were fun. I beat the one. I beat the first one. There's a video of it.
I think that's on your other channel. Oh no. Wait, yeah. I can't remember.
I don't know.
12 dragon?
The 12-headed dragon? Yeah, the 12-headed dragon.
Well, that was just the first level, wasn't it?
No, that wasn't. That was him beating the game.
Oh.
Well, it went on to the dragon and then it went on to the big guy, the other guy.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's on the other channel, though.
And he's safely on the green with that shot.
And you'll have that forever unless that channel gets erased by YouTube.
It won't. I don't do anything on that channel. I'm not going to get erased.
Oh.
And now on social media, I say nothing. I say nothing. Everything has changed since I was last on this Benona Buck podcast. I say or do nothing. I do nothing.
Right.
And the one thing I did say one thing as a joke on a comment on one of my friend's posts. And I'm banned for 30 days. Double banned 2 ways. They banned me not just one way. I can't advertise. I can't do all these things. They've blocked me and banned me.
This is simply amazing.
So weird.
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. Going with a 3-wood here. Oh, look at this. Right down the throat.
In the hole, in the hole, in the hole. Oh, just barely too far. Can I putt from here? Let's try to putt. Most people wouldn't do this.
Let's let Ultra be on the cast for a minute. I'm gonna go make some coffee.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Dave. How are you?
UT is doing good.
How's that
Doing good.
How's that whiskey treating you?
Well, you guys sent me back for another few shots. So I had twice as much as I usually drink.
And what kind of whiskey is it? What is it? Jim Beam?
And let's have one more look at
No, it's Seagram's Canadian.
Oh, Canadian whiskey. Okay, that's nice.
No.
What's your favorite whiskey? Would that one be your favorite?
I like Kessler.
Oh, Kessler. Okay, I like that too. That's the cheapest one.
Now 2 shots up after that one.
I don't know about the cheapest, but...
Oh, it is. It's the cheapest. Kessler and Coke.
Right.
Our man Lard used to drink that. Remember that?
Yeah. Yeah. I figure who knows the most about stuff, and then you figure who knows the most about whiskey, and then you figure you might as well duplicate.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's smart words right there.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on the winter coming this year? What's your feelings? Are you feeling like it's going to be a bad winter, a cold winter?
The second shot here at the 7.
Well, our neighbor has this metal roof that they put in, and it shoots a laser of sunlight through our window.
Okay.
And lights up the whole living room. So I think we're going to do good on heating. Because it warms the entire house.
So the neighbor is firing lasers into your home.
I'll tap this in for birdie.
Yes. But I had to turn off all the heat and freaking open the curtain and shit, and it was heating up. But it has to be sunny out around noon.
Yeah. What other ideas, have you guys thought about, Professor Bam and I put up the plastic over all the windows at our cottage? Will
We
you
don't
guys?
need it.
You won't put plastic up?
No, we don't need it. We figured it out. It's all
Really?
figured out.
I thought you guys have single pane
Figured out.
windows.
It's figured out from last year. We got blankets on the windows. Some windows, the problem windows. And then we got regular curtains and blackout curtains and stuff.
So you have multiple layers of insulation over the window.
The second shot.
Just over my window and this window in the living room that has a gap. And then in the kitchen or in the living room, there's a window, but these Mom and Dinah have it stuffed with stuff. Yeah, sorry. Rose. Oh my gosh. The phone fell. It hit me in the face.
It's a brave one. Drive off the deck.
Yeah.
How's that Champagne Supernova song? It's a champagne supernova in the sky. Someday you will find me caught beneath the landslide.
Well, how's that one start?
I don't know. I'm hoping you can sing it.
I don't know. I haven't listened to music in a while. How many special people change? How many lives living strange? Where were you while we were getting high? Yeah.
That's good. That sounds really good.
Terrific shot.
I think I sound like shit. Honestly.
I think you should be signed to a label.
And with that, we'll move to
I sound good to myself, but my recorded voice is great. It sounds like shit.
I would buy your CD. I would buy your record. Your 8-track.
8-track. Yeah.
I would buy your tape.
on this par 4 hole.
I'm fucking trashed. Holy shit.
I drank a whole pitcher of beer today. Professor Bam and I went to, because it was my birthday eve. It wasn't my birthday, it was the eve of my birthday. So we went to Buffalo Wings and Rings. Tomorrow she's taking me to Red Lobster for endless shrimp for my birthday, okay? So I'm going to go try to set a record. I did this. Okay, before I go any further, remind me to tell you the story of me versus endless shrimp before I moved to Florida. Okay, I'll tell you that. But today we went to Wings and Rings, and I got a 20 wings of boneless, and I get something called hotter than atomic sauce. It's so hot, it's made with ghost pepper extract. It's the hottest fucking thing there is. There's nothing hotter. It's the stuff like... So I got it to test. I got because we keep watching Man vs. Food, and Adam Richman is on there, and they keep giving him all these challenges with habanero, and he's like, habaneros 30 times hotter than a jalapeno. So I got habanero, and then I got hotter than atomic. I did one. I dunked the whole wing in hotter than atomic. And the stuff bubbles. It's like bubbling. It's ridiculously hot. And I ate it, and my face turned red, and you almost black out. It's so hot. And then I did a habanero, and the habanero tasted like McDonald's sauce. It's nothing. It's not hot. And I got this Man vs. Food guys on TV, and he's like, I don't know if it actually is hot to him or he's just pretending or whatever, but he's on there, oh, habanero, it's so hot, oh, how am I going to pass this challenge? Bullshit. Habanero was nothing. That ghost pepper extract, hotter than atomic, that's where it's at.
I see.
Yes, and I prepared, so today I was like, oh, it's my birthday. I ordered a whole picture. Remember, I used to live in Philadelphia. So when I got to Philadelphia, I learned about Yuengling beer. I never heard of it before in Michigan. So I ordered a whole pitcher of Yuengling. And I drank, I don't know, 6 beers must have been in that pitcher. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. So how many wings did you get again?
20.
This one's heading up onto the
20 boneless.
I can eat like a billion wings, I feel like.
Maybe. I mean, I've never eaten all 20 before. I usually order 20, and I eat like 14, and then I take the rest home, or 12, or so. Today I was like trying to do an eating contest. It was hard, but I ate all 20 because I had all that beer. I looked at the beer. I was halfway done with the wings, and I only had drank 1 glass of beer. I was like, shit. I'm gonna need to eat all these wings, and I need to get to work on this beer. I probably should not have ordered a full pitcher just myself.
Hey, that's a chance.
I don't like beer. I like whiskey.
That's cool.
Mom got me beer the other day.
Beer's good too. I mean, just depends how you feel.
Now 4 shots up.
I don't drink very often. I very rarely drink. If I drink once in a while. You know what I mean? Like, I can't even remember. The last time I drank was wine in Michigan. And then that was a couple weeks ago. If I drink once or twice a month, that's probably it.
The beer takes up too much room.
I drank the whole pitcher. I didn't even feel it. I was a little underwhelmed. I wish. I've never drank a pitcher of beer. Now, I've drank half a pitcher and felt like drunk. Not today. I drank the whole thing.
Time for the second shot.
Are you making food? I'm hungry.
What kind of food?
I want coffee on food.
Looks to be going with the 6-0.
Oh,
what a gorgeous looking shot.
What's your name, Rose? Clarity? Okay.
Ah, yes.
I can't call her Rose. I gotta call her Di. So I'll call her Rose.
Just 6 feet. In the hole.
There are potatoes.
Today, especially the
Potatoes and gravy.
really sharp today.
Are you feeding the little Dave?
Surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard.
There's chicken in the fridge, too. Can't see chicken.
Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage.
Well, how much did you leave her? Oh. For some reason, I thought there was more.
Maybe feeling
Asha,
confidence after that.
are you okay?
It's a good chance to maintain the momentum.
Asha and Stella are sleeping together.
David should have his own show about him, like where somebody plays him, and it'll be called David Eats Everything.
Just David Eats. David Eats.
Huh?
It'll just be called David Eats.
That's heading for the fairway.
David Eats. He does eat. He eats a lot.
We'll buy food, and it'll be like,
Playing this shot.
this food should last for a couple days. And it doesn't.
Nope.
Looks to be going
Because
with the
David
hybrid
eats
here.
everything.
This one's going right at the pin here.
I'm into that curry powder.
Oh,
No,
I've hit the pin. Listen, I've hit the pin 3 holes in a row.
a wonderful shot.
That's crazy. I can't even believe that.
Luke,
3
nothing
holes in a row I
gets
hit the
past
pin.
you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Lining up the birdie putt here.
What do you think of
Looks good off
Buck's
the
clothes
blue.
on the game?
And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole.
He says it looks like it's what he would wear.
That hole.
It's true.
I didn't dream about this place.
Let's see what happens here at the 12.
There was that building on the side of the no plan.
Walter says he had a dream about this place. There was that building on that side and then a wasteland.
We were all trading things like that.
Were there any hot chicks there, Ultra?
Yeah, well, for me, I don't know where you guys were.
Going with the 7.
He was lost in the future. There was one for him, but he doesn't know where we were. He was lost in the future.
Ooh, almost went in.
What do you
Putting
think?
for birdie.
Just can't die once here it goes.
And down it goes.
I remember the good old days when this used to be a podcast. Remember that?
Our current leader is enjoying an
Yep.
8-stroke advantage.
Tons of people were tuning in.
You only call 5 of them?
Or we could get a few views by the next day, though.
Yeah, but one night we had like 10 people on. I don't remember what that was.
And then other nights, we'd look at it the next morning and there'd be like
hundreds.
90 views.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You still have something like 20-some subscribers?
Yeah, big time. Big numbers.
Drive.
Big numbers.
Well, we don't know who those people are. They found us organically, so.
This shot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're just doing this so we can listen to our talks. Someday I'll be gone, or you'll be gone, and the other of us will want to listen.
Opting for the hybrid, I think.
That's in the hole.
Safe shot, this one.
In the hole for the birthday boy. In the hole. Ah, damn. Good shot, though.
That's a little wayward.
And what a rare miss today. They've been so good with their approach shots.
Oh, man.
We're on a delay over here.
Got it. And it's behind the car.
Well, that's criminal. How do you leave that short?
Well, I think they fell in love with the line, forgot about the pace.
And down it goes. Let's head to the next.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Sits in first position.
Asha loves to go for a walk at night. She lives to
Let's
do
see
that.
what happens here at the 14th.
She loves it. So that's what we'll do tonight here in a little while. We'll go out, I'll throw on my Crocs, grab the leash, and then Asha and I, away we go. And it's a full moon.
Dry enough to go hang up now.
So it's a full moon, so it's my birthday. It's a full moon, and Mercury is in Libra in retrograde, and all the other planets are in retrograde all at the same time. Weird.
Isn't that supposed to be unlucky?
No, I don't think so.
Just reverse.
I think I might end up in the sand, but I'm going to try. I'm going to say no risk it, no biscuit.
Interesting choice of the driver here.
We're going to be okay.
You like that, didn't you? Getting ready to play their third.
Did I hit the pin again? I hit the pin.
That one. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole. He's making
Money.
this look easy. Keeps surging ahead. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player.
Yep, this game doesn't make David sick.
Here we are, in front of a par 3.
It'd help, though, if he was actually watching it.
I was just down.
Oh, you just looked away. You're watching me now, huh? Okay. I'm just looking at my shirt.
This one looks like it'll safely.
Is this in the hole? Is it in the hole? Oh, so close. Wow.
Good shot.
Anyone?
What a
Get out there,
shot.
This for another.
No?
It's tracking. Well,
I
that's
think
a handy goal.
I don't have a clue what to do with an artichoke.
And nice to have that cushion heading down the last few holes.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard. After that,
I know it's a plant, Dave.
This is getting awfully fun.
just a few holes to play.
I just have no clue how to prepare one. It's like a plant. Oh, you're the one who asked for artichoke?
Down the runway.
But you asked for them pickled and she brought them hole one stretch.
After a very consistent run of play over the last half a dozen starts or so, Rich, this player's coming with a whole heap of confidence, and they look to me to be one of the players to beat. Do you agree?
We've seen this player time and time again contend for tournaments.
It's in the hole.
It is no surprise to see him doing
it's in the hole.
once again this week.
I hit the pin again. Have you ever seen, can you believe this? No one has ever hit the pin this many times. No way.
10 feet from the hole.
I've hit the pin like 5 times. I wonder what the record is for hitting the pin.
This one's dialed in. Well done. Take the birdie. Currently minus 15 for the day.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
Just kicking the living shit out of everybody.
I love a good 2-shotter. Birdies on par 4s feel great because you've had to execute.
I must be able to turn the difficulty up on this or something.
No clue.
I think it's, I don't
Never
know.
played this game.
Me either.
No.
Me either. It's my first time.
This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. Another birdie opportunity coming up for this player.
Oh, no better feeling than to finish the round off.
If I was a golfer, my goal would be to dress as ridiculous as possible.
It's a waxing gibbous moon. Gibbous moon.
Opting for the 9-iron.
It's in the hole. It's in the hole. It's in the hole. Oh,
My,
so
right by the
close.
hole. Good look at birdie here. And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead. And still in top spot after that hole.
Oh, these pictures are fantastic.
And I don't know if the rest
Of the gibbous moon?
catching them here today in this final round.
Yes, the gibbous moon.
Wow.
That's it's Jim Amsler from Michigan Nature Lovers took all these photographs.
Gibbous. That sounds like my friend, Gibby. We haven't heard from her in a while. Gibby,
Dude, how many moons?
I think it's
did we
okay for me to
photograph?
say. Listen, Gibby has COVID currently.
You can see why he's leading.
Ah.
That was a shot of
Well, I wish her well and hope she kicks its ass.
Holy cow.
Yep. Send her some of that guaf.
I told her about it.
Not sure if this one will stay on the
I
shot.
told her the protocol of what to do to get over it quick, so hopefully she does it. Oh, come on. Really?
So I'm showing Ultra Davi these pictures of the moon this person took with a whole bunch of different colored filters. And Davi goes, are they all the same moon?
Oh, that's a good question, Ultra. Nobody else thinks of these things. He's way ahead of the field.
Absolutely. What a performance all week long. Hung tough. Love watching that guy play.
It's like taking a bunch of pictures of the sun. And somebody saying, are they all the same sun?
Is that all the same sun? It could be, I mean, it might not be the moon of Earth. It could be the moon of some other planet.
Yeah, but a human on Earth isn't going to be able to photograph those.
Hey, I saw some little clip. I saw some clip in the news about speaking of space, about China having some capability to shoot a rocket. And then China said they were just testing a spacecraft. Can you pull up some article and read that to me so I can understand it better?
I would have to have a better idea of what the fuck you're talking about.
Just go to the search tab on whatever search, Google or DuckDuckGo, and type in China spacecraft, China rocket. Do that. It'll come up. It was news. I've seen it a bunch of different places, and I just kind of glanced at one thing. But I would like to know more.
My Google is not working. Hold on.
China. Well, it sure has worked out well, huh? Since we got rid of that bad orange man. The world is on the verge of collapse, it feels like.
Yeah, I mean, our relations with China are so much better now. I mean, you know.
Very
Has Biden
strange.
done to feed the fish yet?
What's that?
Has Biden been there to feed the fish yet?
I don't know anything about it. I don't know.
He's still in his basement?
I'm not really involved in politics, and I got.
Is Biden still in his basement?
I went to my reunion, my class reunion from my first high school. I moved to my other one, but I got invited to my old high school reunion, and they voted me. Not only this, so like my nickname is like luckily infamous because I don't want to be famous. I don't care for anyone to know me. I don't use my name even on this or anything. They voted me most.
Why is it?
They voted me most famous, and then they voted me most political. I don't even know what's going on in politics. I'm not involved. I guess because I supported other past presidents. I don't know.
Oh, like Obama?
Yeah. I supported
No,
President
my
Obama.
question for you was, is Biden still in his basement? Because, like, he was supposed to be, like, I saw a thing, and I thought he was in the White House, you know? But then, like, I remembered that it's fall, and there's not flowers blooming, but it was like a sunny summer day outside his window with flowers everywhere.
I don't know anything about it.
Because I
sent
think
him
he
money.
might still be in his...
Listen.
It's like green screen pretending he's in the White House.
Before he was, before he became president, I sent him money.
Yeah.
I'm a donor of him, and I have nothing to do with any of it. That's all. Good luck is what I said. Do a good job. I really hope that you do good for the country. And I have gone to work, and I am selling and working and making things, designing things, shipping things.
Right. Okay, so we have an article from space.com about China.
Read it to me, would you?
China successfully tested hypersonic weapon in August, report. Chinese officials deny the allegation. Oh, this is by Mike Wall. Mike Wall? I wonder if it's a Mike Wall we know. Anyway, Chinese officials deny the allegation, claiming that the mission tested reusable spacecraft tech. China tested a nuclear-capable hypersonic weapon 2 months ago, making strides with technology that surprised and alarmed U.S. officials, according to a media report. In August, China launched a Long March rocket topped with a hypersonic glide vehicle, which ended up missing its target by just 24 miles, or 39 kilometers or so. The Financial Times reported on Sunday, October 17th. Newspaper cited 5 unnamed people familiar with the launch, 2 of whom said the test showed that China had made astounding progress on hypersonic weapons and was far more advanced than U.S. officials realized.
Really?
China has denied the report, claiming that the August mission was nothing to be concerned about. This test was a routine spacecraft experiment to verify the reusable technology of spacecraft, which is of great significance for reducing the cost of spacecraft use, Zhao Lijian, a spokesperson for China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, said during a press briefing on Monday, October 18th. CNN reported, it can provide a convenient and cheap way for humans to use space peacefully, Zhou said. I don't know if it's Zhou or Zhao. Many companies in the world have carried out similar experiments. Hypersonic vehicles are widely viewed as the next frontier in military technology. They fly at least 5 times faster than the speed of sound and are highly maneuverable, making them more difficult to track and intercept than intercontinental ballistic missiles, which
What's the
follow
difference?
predictable trajectories.
Does it fly up
China?
Does it fly up into the atmosphere, and then it uses because you're much faster up there, and then you're using the pole, you're using everything to go around the Earth super fast, and then they drop down something else. I don't know how that works. I'd be interested to learn more.
5 times the speed of sound. China, Russia, and the United States are all actively developing and testing hypersonic vehicles. Just 2 weeks ago, for example, Russia announced that it had test-fired its new Zircon hypersonic missile from a nuclear submarine for the first time. And in September, the U.S. military said that one of its designs, the Hypersonic Air-Breathing Weapon Concept, or HAWC, achieved hypersonic speeds during a recent flight test. The HAWC free flight test was a successful demonstration of the capabilities that will make hypersonic cruise missiles a highly effective tool for our warfighters. Andrew Tippy Nodler, HAWC Program Manager in the Tactical Technology Office at the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, holy fuck, said in a... Well, hold on, let me say that again. Tactical Technology Office at the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency said in a statement last month.
This sounds like utter bullshit. This sounds like it's made up. It sounds like they need funding and they're making shit up. That's just that's what it sounds like to me.
This brings us one step closer to transitioning to Hawk. This is the U.S. This is the Tactical Technology Office at the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency. That's the U.S.
Yeah, they need
a program of records that offers next-generation capability to the U.S. military. And hypersonics aren't the exclusive realm of the global powers either. Last month, North Korea announced that it had just tested its new Hwasong 8 hypersonic weapon. North Korean state media declared that flight a success. Outside experts don't think the vehicle reached hypersonic speed.
Why is everyone hitting hypersonic at the same time?
If we've got hypersonic weapons now, they were likely developed over years. This isn't just something Joe Biden pulled out of his ass.
No, I'm saying, isn't it odd that everyone has it all at the same time?
Yeah, it was important. That Space Force stuff was important, wasn't it?
Pretty odd.
Wasn't just no joke, man. Space Force is important.
Odd.
Right? That's probably what all those words actually meant. They didn't want to say Space Force, so they're like advanced technical whatever at the whatever technology of technology. They didn't want to say Space Force. That's all.
About 6 feet coming up.
Yeah, it probably is. You're right. They don't want to say it.
It's got a chance. And that's for birdie. Well holed.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
And after that hole, leading Billy Horschel by 1.
What are you eating, Dad?
Lovely
Davy.
After that birdie at the last hole.
Whatever you want to call yourself. Food. He's eating food.
He's a hungry boy.
A sandwich of some sort.
He's a hungry, hungry boy.
Wow, what a shot.
He's a growing boy.
This for
That's I know you've heard that before.
Yep.
Ultra, are you a growing boy?
Looking better.
Yeah,
Well, what a start. This is impressive.
definitely.
That settles the
He says yes,
nerves right
definitely.
there. Great stuff.
Oh, man.
And after that hole, you've built a 2-stroke buffer over Billy Horschel. Let's see what happens here at the 5th.
Yep.
So what's your plan for the winter? You guys, you insulate the windows, you put up like, Ultra was saying you put up like a whole bunch of layers of like curtains, you put up blankets. Why not also a layer of plastic?
Because we've done plastic before, and we don't like the fact that it rips off our paint and our
Gotcha.
the wood splint and all that.
Understood. The other things work pretty good, keeping it insulated.
Yeah, it works okay.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar, Luke.
It works okay.
Fantastic.
The best way to keep warm is to actually have propane, but that's getting expensive as all hell.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, that's their 4th birdie, and that will take him to 6 under.
Better to get it now though, at $1.99.
Our leader is enjoying a
Then it's probably going to be going up a lot.
It's already gone up. She didn't renew her price protection early enough.
Arrived at a par.
Mm-hmm. I've been saying it. Don't know what else to do.
There was a cutoff. There was a cutoff period for renewing that price protection.
Oh,
yep.
Good drive. That one
She didn't make it.
Next time, you guys, I'll pay for it, and you guys pay me back. That way it's paid, you know?
Right.
And choosing the 8 iron here. Should find the green here. But not a bad approach. He'll be putting. Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt. This could go in.
Is that coffee ready?
Birdie number 5. And that will take him to
Have
7
to go get
under.
some coffee.
And now that finds him in 1st place.
I got this creamer. Stella's laying with Asha, and Asha don't really like. Everyone loves to cuddle up to Asha, all the dogs, but Asha don't like it. But Asha and Stella are on the same dog bed, and Asha's like kicking Stella in the face. She's like, "Get off of me!"
Man.
Oh, so I was saying, you were saying you're drinking coffee. I got this.
Should find the rough.
Oh man, I'm in the talk stuff. Oh. I got this Chobani. It's Chobani. What the hell kind of creamer is it? It's called
Yogurt?
No.
Greek yogurt?
No, it's a pumpkin spice coffee creamer. And it's really good.
I despise pumpkin spice.
That's okay.
With the pitching wedge here.
It's not for everybody. I like it.
I don't mind the donuts that we had. Those were good donuts. They went well with my tea that I was drinking.
It's got a chance.
But I'm not really a big fan of pumpkin spice.
And that will take him to 8 under.
Lay down, Asha. Is she making you hot?
Current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage.
Is she making you hot? I was just looking at Stella. Stella's making Asha warmer, because that's why Asha doesn't like people laying by her, because it makes her warmer. And Asha's a very hot dog. She's hot. Like, I got it at 70 in the house right now. She's hot. She's panting.
Coffee time.
Going with the 5 iron here.
This one is chewing fiber.
Yeah, nicely played.
Maybe I'll have a few of those. Are there powdered donuts left?
Seems to be a fair way.
They're right there. Can you hand them?
22 feet to the hole from here, guys.
Are they? Oh. That they are, which is better. I don't like the powdered donuts.
Still missed.
I like the frost better.
So after that hole,
Oops, sorry.
this is the current standings.
I saved these. I was going to eat them for breakfast one morning and forgot they existed because
Up after that hole.
something else ended up showing up. These are the pumpkin spice donuts that came from Hanson's. I think
You
it
should
was.
go over to Lewis's. They got 2 for $1, and they're good. So
Oh,
good.
Hanson sells the ones from Lewis's farm.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Do they sell them 2 for $1?
It's just striped.
Or buy one,
no,
get one?
I don't know.
Yeah, you'll buy one, get one.
I have no idea. It was a whole case of them.
This is the second shot here on the 9th
Whole
hole.
case of donuts.
I like Hanson's. That's a good store. Good people. Good store, good people. I like to support local business.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
I shopped there a whole bunch of times this year, more than ever. I never saw John C. Riley one time.
This one's looking good.
I went in there, I was shopping, wondering where my buddy was. Hey buddy, where you at? Where are you, Wreck-It Ralph? And he never showed up.
Currently 9
I
under for
didn't
the
see it
win.
either. I don't think he was here this year.
Ultra says he doesn't think he was here this year. I don't know.
Always love a new beginning. Here we
Maybe
are.
he's keeping a low profile and sending people to the store for him.
Such a good opportunity for this player to extend their lead.
Ultra says maybe he's coming this winter for snowmobiling.
Advantage.
He might be. I'm gonna shoot this right over. See these? I'm gonna shoot this right through these trees. There we go. Right there. Oh yeah.
That's the thing. Y'all got sunny weather a year round over there, but you only come here when the weather's like it is there.
Sanctuary of the fairway.
Not exactly, but yes, we have a lot of sunny, nice weather. Tons of nice weather. We have rainy. When the winter comes, it does get cold. My winter is like your fall. So like the nights, I can get down into the high 30s at night, like your fall, like you right now. That's my winter. So the weather does change. We leave here when it's hurricane season, so we can be safe.
I'm just saying, man. Change of pace. Maybe you come up in the winter time to do some snowmobiling or something.
No, that's never happening.
Sledding.
I need you to go out to my place because I don't think Mom's gonna do it. I don't know. Take the rakes and just mound the leaves as high as possible. Mound them even on where the cement is. Cover
Done
everything.
it. A lot of it. I don't know how much of it she did, but
She did more?
She did a lot of it.
Okay, because I did a lot of it.
I know how much you did. Remember, I was there.
Yeah, get out there and get her done. Oh, I missed that putt. Damn. Can't
Mom
make
only
them all.
goes out there after work, so she
Yeah.
doesn't bring me along.
What a performance.
But if you want pictures, you have to ask her.
Nah, you'll go with her. Just schedule it one time. Go out
She doesn't
there.
allow it.
Okay, but I want you to. I want you to go with her one time, schedule it, and then go and take the rake and extra mound it even more. I want so much leaves on it that it's like, you know for sure there's 2 feet,
The
3
leaves
feet.
ain't even fallen yet here.
Okay, when they fall, I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they do fall, go do that. Please.
You raked up everything that was available around there. It's not like we could just make them appear.
Yeah, the leaves will fall in the next few weeks.
Choosing the 9-9 here.
She burned a bunch of leaves out there.
More of a kick to the right.
Just don't burn the leaves over by that.
Pay
Mound
attention,
them.
folks. That's how you play
Yeah.
golf. What an
She was
opportunity to make a birdie.
inside the fence and she raked a bit and burned it.
It's half a chance of being holed, this one.
Yeah, because
Why?
you
Should
could,
have saved the well.
you could use the cart that's out in the building, and you could load the leaves and pull it over there and dump it onto
8
that.
shots in front.
Right. Or is the wagon still around? Or is
That's
that
what I mean, the wagon. Yeah, the wagon's in the building. Yep, load the wagon, drive the wagon over,
Time
and
to make a move.
just grab it with your hands and throw it on the pile, or with a rake.
We could rake up the grass clippings because we just mowed for the first time in forever. Bag them up and bring them out there.
This
Yep.
looks to be a fairway seeking
Garbage
lead.
bags, dump them all on there.
But I don't know if she'll want to do that.
You don't have to, that's harder.
Already.
It's
Basically
much easier
refused.
just to rake leaves and just fling the leaves up onto the pile, you know?
I guess. But there are no leaves out there right now.
Not yet, but soon.
Going with the 5-wood.
It's in the hole. It's in the hole.
Probably not until almost September.
Nicely done.
John, have you got a read on this?
The
one?
colors just barely started changing.
Oh, when I left, I got some great colors.
No, you had they're still here and there, you know.
Yeah, I had some great
It's
ones.
not all over. Everything's changing, which is usually, you know. Yeah.
Oh, I like the look of this. And another one goes. And with it,
That was a great
to the first
putt.
of his lead.
Yeah, there were some fantastic colors. It wasn't as much as I wanted, but usually I like to stay until at least now, stay till my birthday. But now that I'm
Right.
a Tampa Bay Bucks season ticket holder, I'm gonna need to come back around that time for the length of time that I'm a season ticket
And after
holder.
a birdie at the last, take
Right.
it on the hole.
Going to my first ever game this Sunday with my buddy David. Very excited. Versus the Chicago Bears. The Monsters of the Midway are coming to Tampa to take on Tom
The
Brady.
Bears.
Yep, going to take on Tom Brady and the Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
The Bears.
Here on the 13th.
Yep. The Bears. Ooh, William Shatner and George Takei are going back and forth.
George is mad at William. He got in his way, blocked one of his shots. What a shot, speaking of shot. Wow.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this
Can't
par
do it
5
better
and
than
2.
that.
Ooh, it'd be nice to
I'm
make
making this eagle
This is
putt.
for Eagle.
Getting in a damn Twitter fight. How old are these guys? Why are they still acting like they're in high school? Anyhow.
This
Eagle.
one's good.
Boom, baby. Look at that.
Just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard.
Eagle. It's my second eagle of the day.
He's currently sitting in first place. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Well, there's some real momentum with this player coming off an eagle at the last. Yeah, that one will play. Second shot here on the 14th hole.
Yep. It's pretty good, isn't it?
Feel the music from the guitar and let you know the during that time.
Your whistling is so shrill.
Yeah, it's really bad. Gotta stop it. Stop whistling.
Yeah, that one's looking good.
You're blowing my eardrums.
We're on live and you're whistling over the phone. Phone whistling is the worst.
It's really bad.
This putt is about 17 feet long. This one has eyes for the hole.
Wow.
And
What a
that will
putt.
drop in for birdie.
What a putt. Damn.
currently 15 under par for the event.
So since we did this last time, I had fiber internet installed here. So I have super fast upload and download. YouTube doesn't let me change it. It has to be 720. But there will never be an issue now with anything.
I like to attack
I remember back in the day we used to have some issues when we would put it on 720, 60, I think it is, or something like that.
I see, yeah. I don't even know if I'm in sync with you anymore.
Just wait.
My screen's just
This next year,
131.08.
you're going to get fiber internet this coming year in Mears. And everything changes. Once you get it, it's all different. Everything changes. There's never waiting. It's an instant. Everything's instant.
I don't need everything to be instant.
Yeah, but it is. So that was a bad
I
shot.
don't know why you always think everybody needs the best of the best of the best.
Well, if you can save money and get much faster internet, it's worth it. It is.
What we've got works.
Yeah, what you have works, and if you can save money and get faster internet.
See, a lot of the problems I was having previously were due to the fact that I had a junk-ass tablet.
Two in a row.
Yeah, I'm sure your internet works good. You have 15 or 20 megabyte download. It's not bad.
Anything else we use is just fine. It's just my junk-ass tablet is junk.
Yeah, mine was good too. Mine was fine. It's just another level. It's another world. So if you can improve and save money, you do it with a local company that's going to support you.
Oh shit!
Seems we've got a big piece of that one.
Missionaries from the Dunkard Brethren Church are kidnapped and being held hostage in Haiti.
They are. Yeah, from Moshiana County.
The Dunkard Brethren Church.
Yes, 100%. And luckily, Kamala Harris is negotiating for us to get them out.
We're talking about the church that we know of here, outside of Mir.
They're from town. They're from our town. Yes. You did not know that?
I didn't know that. I knew they were missionaries. I didn't know they were from the Dunkard Brethren Church.
Yep.
It's a brave one.
Wow. That's crazy.
That hits close to home, huh?
They're basically your neighbors.
Yep.
Nicely done.
They are. It's very scary. It's very sad.
Mm.
Oh, what a shot by our leader. This putt coming up is for birdie.
Yeah, we drive by that church all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And Mom always thought that the sign said drunkard.
Drunkard, yeah. They're doing a mission work and they were kidnapped.
Yeah.
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
That'll teach them to go out there and try to do missionary work.
Well, let's go, Brandon.
Opting for the 3-wood. Needs this one to kick right.
LGB.
Time for the second shot at the 17.
LGB.
LGBTQ.
Right. That's what you need to tell them it means. Somebody laughed at this. Who laughed at this? Joanne Shea, Lionel Mills, and Sandy Ray.
Go and put a par on the card.
Horrible people. Anybody that would laugh at people being kidnapped is horrible.
First position. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Teeing off here at the Lucky Lane.
They were doing missionary work in Haiti, and they were kidnapped by a Haitian gang or something. Yeah. 5. There's 17 in total. 5 of them are from the Dunkard Brethren Church.
Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader. Well, that was absolutely met. Great
That's
strike.
crazy.
And this shot...
And people on Facebook are laughing. 3 people laughed at that post from WZZM.
Pretty weird.
Going with the 8-iron here. That's a lovely shot here at the 18th. And a chance for...
Kamala says that the FBI is working on
out of
it.
this. Putt for the title.
The FBI is working on it.
That's my girl, Kamala.
This one's
What?
taking.
That's going to be our next president, Kamala.
I'm in awe. Just
Kamala.
how well they played.
Backing up
President of the United States.
Mike Pence tore her up in their debate, but you know what? Whatever. Who knows how we got to where we are? Who knows? It's very strange. Doesn't make sense, but here we are.
It kind of sounds like Meatball from Aquitaine Hunger Force.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Outstanding start by this player, Rich, and they've gone on to victory. What a way to win.
This player absolutely dominated all week long, all tournament long. Great job.
I got a trophy.
You don't see this happen very often.
Making a living. The Revere, is it Revere or Reverie? The
I
Reverie
don't know.
Open Champion.
Reverie.
Buck Benona. Buck
Reverie.
Benone. Book Bonono. Bonono.
Benona.
Banyana. Buca
Right.
Banyana. Hey, welcome to the Buca Banyana podcast. The Be Money, Buca Banyana.
Look at Banana.
That's the new name. But Buki Banana. Man, we wiped the floor with these motherfuckers. I think I need to find a new place to play. Can I turn the thing up harder? I was minus 18.
Oh, now you need to get one of those. What is it called? The thing that goes over, the little swooshy thing that goes over the words and makes it. Yeah. What is that called?
I don't even know what you're saying.
It's not an asterisk. It's a thing. It's a thing that goes over the words that gives it a different sound.
I think I just smoked this dude.
What is that called?
This guy's
The
out.
little wavy part that goes over the words.
This guy's supposed to be my rival, Sergio Garcia. Look at this blowout. This is an utter blowout. This ain't close. Shots taken 54 to 71, 26 to 35, 28 to 36, 16 to 3. This is a destroy. No bogey round, correct. Best hole, 2 under. Best hole for him, -1. Worst hole, I had par. He had a bogey. That was a blowout. This is not a rivalry. You're done. You're dead. See ya. You have won your rivalry with Sergio Garcia.
Okay. The squiggle over the letter N in Spanish is called a tilde.
My new rival is Kevin.
Or tilde? Tilde?
Kevin Kistner.
Also referred to as a virgulila in Spanish.
Maybe you should give me a rival that's good, because these other guys are not very good. Woo! I think that's good for the night. That's a good broadcast. And that was a wunderbar Benona Buck podcast. 39 years old. Can you believe it? I might not be here for 40, but 39 was here to party. 39 was good. Things have sure changed since we started doing this podcast. That bad orange man is nowhere to be found. We got a really great, popular president now. We don't even talk about politics because we'll get kicked off of everything. If we question anything, we're gone. So we don't even talk about it. And things have changed. A lot of things have changed. And one thing is still the same. You can count on us every single day at 6 p.m. to give you the news.
We'll probably not be here.
WZZM. Yep. You can count on us to give you the best podcast in the world. The Benona Buck Podcast. Hosted by Rose Clarity. It's been real. It's been fun. And the Book of Banana. Yep, it's been real. It's been fun. But now we're done.
It's been real good.
It's been real good. Yep. Perfect.